by 91, they brought the pulse of globalization, privatization, liberalization, only to help the private capital. And what has happened? Private capital is flourishing. Today, the government is claiming that we are having 122 billionaires. Not just billionaires, probably they are dollar billionaires. Very rich people are there. Not only that, out of the 10 most rich people in the world, 5 are Indians. So the government is very happy that out of the most richest people in the world, 5 belong to India. On the other hand, we find that 3 lakh farmers have committed suicide in this country and workers are losing all their rights. There is no regular employment, there is no permanent job. Even in the government departments, permanent jobs are temporary. There is contractualization or outsourcing, contract labor that deprived of all the benefits enjoyed by the working class earlier. Minimum wages are not there. Minimum working hours are not there. 8 hours working duty is not there. Bonus is not there. Even PF is not there. Gratuity is not there. There is no job security. Even in government department or in public sector. This is the situation in the country. And this situation was brought about by P.V. Narasimha Rao and Manmohan Singh combined since the time of 1990s, last century, and those policies have been continued. And we find today, condition of the poorest to the poor has gone beyond description. And you know, already government has told what is the situation of the country. 77% of the population, they are unable to spend even 20 rupees per day. You can imagine what is the situation. Most people of the country, they are going hungry daily. Their condition is very, very pathetic. What to speak of education or health or benefit or other comforts? They are even unable to make 2 ends meet. No food is available. Country is going through talks. Most majority of the people, and this is the democracy. And to save this so-called elections are filled. And a big fuss going on. Very big drama is going on. And you know, Congress is majorly responsible for all these evils in the country because they have always served the interest of the capitalist class. They have loyally served the interest of the ruling capitalist class. And today, another phenomenon is the Modi phenomenon. Since about 3 years, there is a drum beating going on, and that is for Modi. And this drum beating started by the capitalist monopoly houses, by the corporate houses. Later on, BJP accepted. The name was first suggested by Ambani's and Tata's voting. 2011, in that year, there was a summit held. Investors meet in Ahmedabad, and that was called as Vibrant Gujarat Investor Summit. And in that summit, afterwards, it is attended by all the top corporate management. Ambani was there, Adani was there, Raheja, Tata, all these people attended that summit. And after that summit, they started telling Modi should be the Prime Minister of the country. And that was the summit from where this slogan started coming, that Gujarat is developed very fast. Unlike India, now there should be Gujarat model of development. And Modi has developed Gujarat like anything. That type of propaganda started about 3 years back. All over the country, in the media, in the TVs, in the newspaper. It went unchallenged. Nobody questioned what is the development of Gujarat. How far is Gujarat developed? Who has questioned? Who has cared to question? Nobody. It's a bundle of lies. Hundreds of lies. Not a single thing truth is there in there. go to Gujarat? Why you have to go to Gujarat? You go to the website. Go to the website, I find what is the performance of the government. Modi is in power. Modi is in power since 2000. Now for the past 13 years is in power. And what is the status of the people in Gujarat? 60% of the villages, they don't have safe drinking water. Again, school dropout percentage is 58%. 58% of the school children, there is dropout. And in infant mortality, maternal mortality, death of children, in that both infant mortality and maternal mortality, Gujarat tops the list. And even in roads, the national average, Gujarat is not at all up to the mark. And in spending for health, Gujarat is occupied 18th rank. And what about the overall development? According to Planning Commission, Gujarat's rank is 12. And according to RBI, Gujarat ranks 11. Who told Gujarat is the most developed state in India? In industrial development, Maharashtra tops the list. In health, Tamil Nadu tops the list.